Okay, time for a new video, and whether you are somebody new to my channel or you are returning to my channel to watch this video, it is greatly appreciated. As always, I'm filming this video in one go, so if I stumble over my words moving forwards, apologies about that. And also, if the quality of this video is fairly poor as well, if there's any lag, anything like that at all, sadly it cannot be helped, and hopefully it is not too much of an issue for you. This is yet another Eurovision 2023 related video here on my channel, and the first in what might be a bit of a slew of videos from me over the next fortnight or so, because we are really getting down to it now. We are just over a week away from the first semi-final of this year's edition of the ESC, taking place at the Liverpool Arena in Liverpool in the UK on behalf of current champions Ukraine. All of those first semi-final participants have now had their first run-throughs on the stage. Snippets have been uploaded to the official Eurovision TikTok page, and plenty of photos have been uploaded to the official Eurovision website too. I've seen all of the snippets on TikTok, I've gone through the photo albums too, and I'm going to be telling you my brief thoughts on what I've seen and what I'm sure you've probably seen as well. As always, let me know your thoughts on anything I discuss in today's video by leaving a comment. That's greatly appreciated. And as always, there are links in the description to my other social media pages. Check them out if you so wish. So, we can't really judge these snippets at all because we're not seeing much, we're not hearing much. And although I've seen quite a few people on social media absolutely analyze these TikTok clips like you wouldn't believe, criticizing outfits, vocals, whatever, or absolutely in raptures about certain performances, I think we just need to calm it down a little bit. I'm going to absolutely try and be a realist here and be completely honest with you on what I've seen and heard. I'm not getting carried away with anything just yet. There's still more rehearsals to go. As I'm recording this video you're watching now, I think it's probably Estonia on stage, I think, because some of the semi-final 2 rehearsals are happening today as well. But let's talk about semi-final 1, because all 15 acts in that semi-final for next Tuesday have had their first run-throughs. So, I haven't got the clips up in front of me, and I haven't got the full photo albums up in front of me either, so I'm just going to have to rely on my memory. But let's go through the artists in question, beginning with Alessandra for Norway, Queen of Kings. She was up first yesterday, and this is pretty much a copy-paste situation. What I will say about these rehearsals so far is, number one, a lot of them are as expected, no real surprises, and number two, even though we have LED screens this year, a lot of the acts don't seem to be using them much. Rather, those screens are turned around and it's just a wall of lights. Okay, fair enough, we sort of had this in 2019 in Tel Aviv, but it's an odd choice, I think, for some nations. Then again, we've only seen very short snippets of the whole thing, so let's not speculate too much. Anyway, Alessandra, doesn't she look great? Doesn't she sound good? This is just what I expected it to be. Now, one little criticism I did have, and I mentioned this in previous videos, is how this performance for Eurovision perhaps needed a splash of colour to it. It seems as though we're not getting that. This really is ultra similar to MGP. Her outfit has changed. She's still in this sort of fierce warrior garb. A lot of people are saying that she didn't need to change the outfit, that actually it doesn't really suit her as well. Honestly, I couldn't give much of a crap. I think she looks good. I think she sounds great. We heard the whistle note in the TikTok clip as well. She's nailing it every time. This is obviously going through. It's a solid first run-through on that Eurovision stage. And I have nothing more to say about it. As for Malta, again, copy-paste. This is the busker with Dance Our Own Party. Very retro in terms of the theme here. They've got lots of furniture items on stage, a bit of a makeshift car. You've got the guy playing the sax, or pretending to play it, of course. Slightly updated, better looking visuals on the backdrop in comparison to the Maltese selection show. Outfits are the same. The lead singer whips off his sweater and is wearing this more sparkly thing underneath. It's fun. It looks good. It sounds pretty good. But Serbia's up next. And having seen the TikTok clips yesterday, for me, Serbia sort of blows Malta away a little bit. in all honesty. So I am concerned. If I wasn't already, I'm definitely concerned for Malta's chances of going through, especially in a 100% public vote semi-final. But anyway, it wasn't bad. Serbia was good. Again, copy-paste. If you liked the national final performance, you will like what he's bringing to Eurovision. He starts off in that sort of cocoon-like thing. I don't really know how to describe it. And then he moves out. And what's great about this, ladies and gentlemen, is that he is a bit of a showman, and now that he's on a bigger stage, we're really getting to see that expression. We're really getting to see him own the performance for 3 minutes. This looked really good, and visually, pretty much exactly the same as the national final. Vocally, pretty much the same as the national final. Same sort of outfit as well, if not exactly the same outfit. But I was really impressed by this. And as much as the Serbian track is one that I like, although I don't absolutely love it, this is looking like a very safe qualifier now. If it wasn't already, it's looking like a very safe qualifier. Then we have Latvia. Again, copy-paste. This is almost identical to the Supernova performance months ago, but I think it's going to be really intimate, which is great. It needs to be that way. I think it's going to be very nicely done. It's a sort of very hazy looking performance. You've got big lamps behind the members of Southern Lights here, and a sort of golden glow to proceedings. It's really tight. It's looking really lovely. Whether it's enough or not, I don't know. Because it's coming after Serbia, which looks really good and sounds very good, and then you've got Portugal. Oh man, it's a difficult one, but honestly, the photos, they look great. And this could be a really, really beautiful 3 minutes on stage. Then we have Mimicat for Portugal. This was a tiny bit underwhelming. And the reason I say that is because I don't think the TikTok clip did this song any justice. The performance at FDC, you know, very burlesque in style, a whole lot of fun. Very, very similar here on the Eurovision stage. Same outfit, same energy. Vocals fabulous as well. But I'm not sure the LED screens are used that much. Maybe they are. Maybe I just didn't really see them in the photos and I can't really remember. I don't think I saw the LED screens being used much in the TikTok clip. It is what it is. I just don't want to be watching a performance next week thinking, this is great, but you missed a trick. This is fabulous, but it's a missed opportunity. I don't want to be feeling that way. And then if a particular song doesn't go through, I might be thinking to myself, but if you had done that, you might well have gone through, you know, that sort of thing. But anyway, Portugal, it's a great song. I think it's going to go through. Maybe not that comfortably, but I think it's going to go through. Then we have Ireland. Well, they're giving it their best shot. Is it going to qualify? Highly doubtful. But this wasn't bad. They've got a sort of staircase structure on stage. We've got pyro. Not a whole lot of colour to this performance. At least in what I've seen and what you've seen as well, of course. I don't really know what that's about. This needs to be a hell of a lot more vibrant. The lead singer, what I will say is that I don't like his outfit. Doesn't really seem to fit the song at all, but fair enough. This is a really minor thing, outfits in general. It's uplifting stuff. And to be honest, it really wasn't that bad at all. It really wasn't that bad at all. I thought this was going to fall flat on its face, if I'm honest with you. I thought it was going to be very, very safe stuff indeed. But it's not looking bad and it's not sounding bad. So they've given themselves a glimmer of hope with that first run through yesterday. Then we have Croatia, exactly the same as the national final. You've got the striking visuals, the striking outfits. They're stripping off at the end. I think the lead singer's in some sort of vest stroke dress sort of thing. It's all over the shop. But it's going through. I really think this is going through. I think it's going to go through fairly comfortably, actually. It's just the sort of bizarre, unusual thing that maybe a lot of people aren't so keen on, but it is just the sort of thing that's going to get a lot of votes. And in the final, you know, this is obviously going to stand out an absolute mile. It stands out an absolute mile in the first semi-final as well. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, I think because of the shock value of it and the fact that it's so visually arresting, that's enough to see this song through. We don't even have to worry about the vocals. We don't even have to worry about what the song's about necessarily. It's all about the visual package of this song. Nothing else really to say about it. Then we have Switzerland. Now this one's interesting because we didn't really know what we were going to get. And as I've said many times before on my channel, how do you stage a song like this in an impactful way? Because it's fairly mid-tempo. So what are you going to do on stage to make it stand out to viewers? Because if you don't do something interesting, it's game over, potentially. This is Remo Forra with Watergun, coming after Let 3 with Mama Shoo. And he is in an all-black outfit. His trousers are very, very unusual. It's like they're made of water. Some sort of very slick material. Very, very unusual. Not a whole lot happening visually, but he's got dancers. He dances himself. There's a slight bit of pyro, this sort of red rain effect, I guess, at one point. I can see that in the photo in front of me. He dashes out onto the secondary stage in the final chorus. His vocals are great, absolutely. I think he's probably one of the best male singers this year, in all honesty. And at one point, ribbons come out from his waist, and his dancers are interacting with them. I can't quite remember. This did stand out to me, though. And then I watched a couple of people's rankings of all of the rehearsals yesterday, and it seems as though I was in the minority, for whatever reason. But I thought this was pretty solid stuff. And Switzerland is a borderline qualifier, but this has maybe enhanced his chances just a touch. I didn't expect dancing, though. We need to see the whole thing. As for Moldova, well, Moldova know what they're doing every year. They just bring it. They elevate what they have for the Eurovision stage. Pasha Parfeni is back. Soarele și Luna, same outfit pretty much, same dancers, same energy, is using the LED screens. This is just going to be a good time, a fun 3 minutes. It's a fairly repetitive track. What I've seen looks good and sounds good, and I really don't have much more to say about that. He's probably going through fairly comfortably. As for Sweden, well, ooh, will she have the light-up box or not? Ooh, of course she is, for crying out loud. What a load of speculation. For nothing. It's obvious. The box is here. However, it has changed ever so slightly. She's now on a box which is raised more so from the stage floor, and the screen above her is smaller as well. But it looks almost identical to the Melfest performance. I thought vocally she sounded good. Obviously, she's a seasoned performer, knows what she's doing. We have a smoke effect around her and a smoke effect on the LED screen, so it's like double the smoke, if you see what I mean. I thought this was okay. I really thought it was fine. It didn't blow me away, because it's pretty much the same as it was at Melfest. Is it going through? Obviously. Is it probably going to win? Most likely. But I wouldn't say it was the best rehearsal of the day. I wouldn't say that at all. I'd say it was probably the most predictable rehearsal of the day, as a matter of fact. And I'm not here to bash Lorraine. I'm not here to bash the song. It's a good song and I like her very much. It is obviously going to challenge her for the win, if not win by a mile. But I don't know. I wasn't really falling off my seat with excitement, like a lot of people seemed to be yesterday. That's beyond me. Anyway, Israel. So we're moving into today's rehearsals now. This was great, ladies and gentlemen. Mwah, mwah, mwah. This is looking fabulous. Touch of the fuego about it. Comparisons will be made to Eleni Ferreira because we do have that dance break. But I expected this. We should be getting this from Israel. Noah Kirel is young, but she's been performing for years. She's won loads of awards. She knows what she's doing. We should have been getting this, an absolutely slick grade A performance. This looks really good. She's got dancers. She looks really good in this sort of white and black corset-like top, massive baggy pants. We saw a little bit of the dance break. There's also this light-up box, almost like a cube. I think that's how the performance starts, with her inside this box. This sounds and looks really good, really tight. Bringing your best stuff. That's what it's all about. You've got to deliver. And this seems to be doing that. And I imagine people are absolutely wetting themselves with excitement. I've already seen the comments on TikTok. Tel Aviv 2024, we have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. I'm like, calm down, calm down. But this is looking good. Then we have Azerbaijan. Well, I didn't think this was too bad. Didn't really know what to expect. We've got a smoke machine. They're performing on a heart-shaped structure. One of them is in a sort of purple suit. The other one's in a sort of greenish-yellow suit. Yeah, something like that. It's very throwback, very old school, very simple, pretending to play the guitars. Vocals a little quiet in the TikTok clip, but it is what it is. And sort of lots of nice pastel shades to the backdrop as well. All in all, not bad. Does it stand out? Does it hell? Is it going to qualify? I highly doubt it. But we move on. Then we have Czechia. I've been saying for ages, this needed a bigger stage and now it's got it. I thought this was pretty damn good. The outfits have changed. They're all in pink outfits now. Okay, fair enough. We Are Not Your Dolls. That's on the backdrop. Fantastic. Sending that message out. And we've also got sort of shadows, shades of red and pink on the backdrop as well. Didn't really see or hear much at all from the very short snippet that we got. I'm interested to see the second rehearsal clip in a few days. But this is being elevated, which it needed to be, because that national final performance was so-so. It was in a studio. We couldn't really, be bowled over by anything there. And they were at the pre-parties and the vocals were shaky. But now, it seems to all be coming together very nicely. Some people still think that this might be a shocking cue. For me, this is going through, and I think it's going to be a really impactful performance. At least I hope so. We've needed a bigger stage for this, and now we've got it. As for the Netherlands, they've changed this. It seems to be in a different key. It's Mia Nicolai and Dion Cooper with Burning Daylight. Dion Cooper. They're in black outfits. Very smart. Not a whole lot going on here. They're on a sort of large cushion, which I think rotates. Don't quote me on that. But it's a large pillow of sorts. And I think there's going to be some really nifty camera work here. Absolutely. I think that's going to be really, really impressive. The vocals seem better. The chemistry seems a bit better. Not really much happening behind them on the LED screens, just sort of pulses of light, that sort of thing. At the end, very intimate, very sparkly, very, very lovely indeed. Oh yeah, I mean, I love this song. I am very concerned about its chances, but they're giving it their best shot. And I'd be surprised if anybody's too critical of that first run-through. Then we have Finland. Way! Cha-cha-cha. Okay, it's a copy-paste situation. The staging might change a bit. Not that much. Not that much. He's still got the wooden pallets, but they're now on top of each other, and there's a sort of wooden pallet staircase that leads down to the stage floor. So that's changed ever so slightly. The green bolero jacket, that remains. The dancers in their pink outfits, they're there. We've got some interesting work on the backdrops, sort of shadow play stuff. That's pretty cool. It's more colourful, absolutely, in the final third. I know that there's a ton of pyro as well. Vocally, yeah, it's fine. Vocals don't really matter with a song like this. It's a chant. Everybody's going to be going for it. Yeah, it's all about the juries really in the final, because this is obviously going through from this first semi, and it's going to stand out an absolute mile, looking and sounding pretty tight if you ask me. And ladies and gentlemen, that's about it for the first semi-final, first run-throughs. Let me know, what impressed you? Are you disappointed with anything? Should we really be judging these first run-throughs whatsoever? For me, I'm going to be actually putting up a Instagram post on my joint page, rajc.esc, so you'll be able to see which rehearsal stood out the most to me. But I really thought Israel delivered today. I'm not going to lie. I know it's maybe not the most original pop bop we've ever heard, but she delivered. And so she should. So she should. That should have been what happened today, and that's what happened. Absolutely. Well, let's go through them, ladies and gentlemen. Shall we? Oh, I'll do it on here. Q, NQ. This is very rough, ladies and gentlemen. Norway going through. Malta, put them there. Serbia going through. That was good. Latvia, I'm not sure about that. Portugal, Ireland, it's good night. Croatia, yeah, come on now. I think that is going through. Switzerland, Israel, yes. Top 5, pretty locked for this semi-final. Azerbaijan, it's a goodbye. Czechia, I'm going to say yes. Yes. Netherlands, Finland, yes. So at this moment in time, 6 likely qualifiers, or sure qualifiers if you want to use that term. Ireland and Azerbaijan are gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, what? Am I missing somebody out here? Oh, I'm missing a whole bunch of people out here. Switzerland. Did I mention them? Oh dear. Moldova's going through. Sweden's going through. I missed a whole bunch of people out here, ladies and gentlemen. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 likely / sure qualifiers. I've got to say, okay, Malta I think are gone, unfortunately, and I think the running order is also killing their chances. Portugal are going through. Yes. Switzerland. Latvia. I'm going to say Latvia, actually. I think Latvia might just do it, based on those first run-throughs. Do not take it as gospel, which means Switzerland are gone instead. Yes. Norway, Serbia, Croatia, Israel, Czechia, Finland, Moldova, Sweden, Portugal and Latvia. As of right now, my prediction for the 10 qualifiers for next Tuesday. It will be here before you know it. And let me know what you think as well. I'm now going to catch up with the first semi-final 2 run-throughs. Keep an eye on my Instagram page, rahc.esc, link in the description. You'll be able to see plenty of things on there, all being well over the next couple of days / weeks. Until next time, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and bring on more. Bye for now.